Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Really excited to be here with you again on this Thursday evening. So today we are going to be talking all about the 20 tips for your career, still in celebration of our 20th birthday. Now, we had some great feedback from you with regards to the 20 tips that we gave on relationships, so thank you very much for those. And that's also why this subject is coming to you today, because you wanted more tips but on different subjects. So thanks very much for whoever is on. Please do say hi in the comments. Hi Alex, great to see you. So yeah, we're going to be talking about a great topic tonight. I mean, after relationships, hi Marie, great to see you on here. Yeah, after relationships, career really is the next hot topic when it comes to readings, because let's face it, we actually spend, I think when I looked at the statistic, it was over 80% of our life is actually to do with work and career, which is such a huge amount. So it's a very, very, very big subject. Please do give me some thumbs up and some love so I know that you can hear me, and also do share this, because you may find that there is somebody out there that could really use the information that's going to come through tonight, and it may just really help them. So like I said, 20 tips, which is very exciting. And actually, again, a lot of these tips are coming from myself after having numerous, I mean literally hundreds, thousands even, of career readings. Others are actually also coming from the top recruiting sites. I've actually spoken to people that do interviews, that do the resumes and that type of thing. So it's going to be a really interesting night. Hi Alison, great to see you on here. Right, so let's dive straight into this. Tip number 1. And this is the biggest one that really kind of comes from myself. And that's really, don't worry if you don't know what you want to do yet, no matter what age you are. I think it was Louise Hay that started Hay House Publishers when she was like something like 80 years old. I'll check that and I'll put it into the comments. But you know, it's never too late to find your calling. And I think there's a lot of pressure these days on trying to find the one thing that we're meant to be doing. And I really want to come to you and just basically say, don't worry if you're not there yet. So that's my number 1 tip. Number 2 is, especially if you're not quite sure exactly what it is that you want to be doing, is take a career but also a personality test. And that's really because we spend such a long time in our workplace, as such a long part of our life doing the job that we end up doing. It's really important that you enjoy it, and you're going to know what you're going to be able to enjoy by not just doing the career test but also finding what your personality is and then making sure that those are aligned. Number 3 is, do not panic if you're doing something for the short term. We have all at some point in time had to do at least one, if not numerous different types of jobs that we've not really enjoyed. It hasn't been our true calling, but you know what? That has helped to get us to wherever it is that we need to be. Hi Tim, great to see you on here. Love the waves, that was pretty cool. So yeah, so don't worry about the short term. Just make sure that you have a long-term goal in mind and know that that is a stepping stone of helping you to get there. Especially if it's a job that you don't enjoy, know that it is only temporary, and then that can help you get through it. So number 4 is, mindset is everything. It genuinely is everything, not just with your career, but all terms of your life really, but especially when it comes to career. The reason I've put that mindset is everything is because I don't want you to sell yourself short. There's so many times that when we're looking at our career, especially when we're trying to define our career path, where we're looking at the things that we think we might be able to do, rather than pushing ourselves going forward and saying, actually, this is what I would really like to do. You might not have the skill set for that right now. That doesn't matter, because skill sets can be learned. You can go and take a course, you might be able to get an apprenticeship, you might be able to do numerous different things of being able to help you get there. So don't sell yourself short, and make sure that your mindset means that you are in a position of being able to really push yourself forward. Number 5, take risks. If you look at the most successful people in the world, they all got there by taking risks. They didn't always know the outcome. And also within that, I really want to also add in, don't be afraid to fail. Because I don't actually believe that there is any such thing as failure as such. Hi Rupert, great to see you on here. Failure is basically a way of being able to say, hey, you know what, that didn't work out. And you're going to have two results from that. It's either going to be something that you turn around and go, you know what, I'm never going to do that again. Or you're going to look at it and go, I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do this. So you're always going to learn from it. So that's number 5. Number 6 is your job is not you. You are not your job. Your job is something that you do. So make sure that you have the work-life balance, because really that's what's going to help you to keep enjoying every area of your life. If one of the things that often comes through in readings is actually how people feel that their life is not fulfilled as a whole, that they enjoy one part of it, but it's kind of being downplayed by the other aspects of it. So ensuring that you've got a balance. And if you're not, then don't panic about that. You know, give us a call on 0800 0678 951 and we can go through that with you as well. Okay, so we've got number 7 now, which is relationships are key. We are in a relationship world. We are all connected, and I talk about this so much, but it's incredibly important. There's the book by Dale Carnegie, which is all about making sure that you're building relationships and ensuring that you make other people feel important, because you will get remembered for that, but you'll also get much better job satisfaction as well. Tim's put, it's the fool card. Just take the jump and have faith in yourself. Absolutely, Tim. A perfect example there, and thanks very much for sharing that. Okay, so number 8 is listen more than you talk. There is a very good reason why we were given 2 ears and just 1 mouth. If you're listening, you will find that you will actually learn a lot more, not just about your colleagues in your working place, but you'll also be able to learn more about your job role, what it is that you're doing, how you can serve, how you can help, how you can progress. Also, people feel much more valued when you listen to them. It will help you to advance within your career. Number 9, no one is beneath you. I love this because I remember all the people that have maybe not have treated me in a very nice way, believing that they are above you and making you feel as though you may be very small. And it's not a very nice place to be. But what you also need to understand is, again, if you look at the top successful people in the world, and this is in terms of career satisfaction as well as financial satisfaction, you will find out that many of them have a backstory of where they started and they were treated terribly by a number of people. So no one is ever beneath you. Make sure that you're treating people in the way that you would like to be treated, because you never know. One day somebody may be in a position that you deem lower than you, but then the next day they could be your manager. So, okay. Master disappointment. This is number 10. This is a great one, because I have so many people that will come to me in readings and they will be applying for position after position after position after position and saying, you know what, I'm not getting the job. I'm not hearing back from these people. I'm not even getting any feedback, etc, etc, etc. If you've been applying for jobs, I'm sure that this information is extremely familiar to you. Now, mastering disappointment is understanding that it is not you. It's not personal to you. Your skill set may not be a match for exactly what it is that they're looking for. Your experience may not be a match for what they are looking for. That doesn't mean to say it's you personally. Know that there is something out there for you that will be the right fit, and you will be the right fit for them. So mastering disappointment is a big one, because it can get very soul destroying when you're applying for numerous positions and you don't feel as though you're getting anywhere. But if you're mastering that disappointment, then the time span of the disappointment is the difference between it lasting a few minutes as opposed to it lasting days, weeks, or even months. Okay, so we are now moving into number 11. Now, this is a great tip. This actually came from a top recruiting agency. It said, sending your CV in on a Monday can increase your chances of success. I never knew that, so I really hope that for those of you that are applying for positions, send your CV on a Monday. So sorry about that, we just lost connection for a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat that. Number 12 is, in an interview, use eye contact. This again came from a top recruiting agency, and the statistics say that 67% of people fail to get a position because they're not using enough eye contact in an interview situation. So again, I kind of thought that that was quite fascinating. Ooh. Okay, so we are now on to number 13, and this is about managing your energy, not just your time. Hugely important, whether you're self-employed or you're employed. And if you're liking these tips, then please do give us some thumbs up and also some love, and make sure that you share the video as well. And also, if you're recognizing any of these and you would like some further guidance, then do give us a call here at the Circle for a reading on 0800 0678 951. And also let me know in the comments if you've used any of these tips, or if you're finding them really helpful. If you know of anyone that's going through trying to get a particular position at the moment, whether you think that this is also going to help them as well. Okay, so we're now on to number 14, and this one is a very popular one. It's probably one that you've heard before, but it's so incredibly true. And that is, you either run your day or your day will run you. And this is all about planning, making sure that you're getting the most out of your time. There is no such thing as time management per se, because you can't manage time. What you can manage is what you do within your time. So I find that that's a really, really good one. Number 15 is, a poorly designed office can crush your creativity and productivity. So if you are self-employed in particular, you are the master of all things within your business. So having an inspiring workspace to be in can really make the difference as to how your productivity is going, how your thought process are going. And I also saw one of the statistics that also said that white space is also very good for the brain and making sure that you stay productive. So an interesting little tip there as well. Number 16 is, don't reinvent the wheel. You know, nothing that we ever do right now is brand new. It's always little bits of information that have come from something else or somebody else or anything else like that. So don't feel like you need to reinvent the wheel. Tim has put on here, being good at your job is not enough. To really fly, you have to be good at people too, just as you said. Oh, thank you. And you are so right. And that actually brings us on, so coincidentally, Tim, you must be psychic, to our next one, which is, use people's names. People do like to feel important. They do like to feel that they are being listened to, understood, and this is no matter what that working relationship happens to be, whether it's from colleagues, whether it's to bosses, whether it's to clients, customers, whatever term you would like to use. Using somebody's name helps them to feel as though they are connected to you and that you care about them. So Tim, that's a perfect one after what you've just said. Number 18, this is really interesting. It says, if you suffer from stress, then train your prefrontal cortex. There is a lot of information out there on the internet, so I highly suggest that you Google it, as we won't have time to go through that right now on this video. But it's fascinating as to how you can help your brain to be able to manage all the different aspects within your life. So again, if you're finding this interesting, please do share, and also give us some thumbs up and some love so I know that you can hear this loud and clear. Okay, so we're coming down to the last two now. We've got to number 19. This also came down from the most successful people and how they've always managed to stay at the top. And it said, and a lot of them said, if you love your job, keep looking anyway. And I found that really fascinating, as I thought, well, if you really love something, then why would you be looking for something else? And the response from a couple of the top people within the UK came back saying, if you're always stopping, you're never progressing. So if you've got to the point of being comfortable, then you're already going backwards. So I found that very, very interesting. And number 20, which is the last one that I'm putting on for you, and is the most important one, and if you've had a reading with me, you'll know that I say this a lot, and it is, be yourself. There is only one of you. You are completely unique. Somebody else may do another job that's similar to you. Somebody else may share information similar to you. but nobody else is you. Nobody else has your voice, your expertise, the way that you put something across. You can have two people that will give the same information and yet it will appeal to different people. So being yourself, being comfortable within your own skin, owning who you are is such a huge important part of your career, because it can really help you to progress if you're comfortable with yourself and not trying to be like other people. Ah, I love that, Alex, that you absolutely love your job, but you're always looking for more. Perfect. Really, really good. And my job involves me is not being me. That's really, really, really important. I love that you shared that, so thank you very much. I really hope you found these 20 tips really useful. If you do want to have a reading, then please do book in on 0800 0678 951. I will be logging on and taking your readings now, but you can also book. And for the first 10 people that book, don't forget that you can get our amazing tote. I do know that some of you have been putting on for our competitions and everything recently, which is awesome. So please, there's going to be so much more happening throughout the rest of the November. We're coming close to the end of it now, but for the birthday celebration. So do keep an eye on the page. And also, please do make sure that you have subscribed and that you are following, because then you'll also get the updates to these videos. If you are coming to me after this and you're watching the replays, then hi, great to see you, thanks very much. Do also leave me a comment. I do come back and check regularly, so I will try and answer any comments that come through then. So I want to wish you all an amazing night. Thank you once again for joining me. You guys are absolutely amazing. And anything else that you want to see covered in future videos, then once again, do leave us a comment and we will take that into consideration. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Bye.